y'all won for that media outlet thing?
Man, I don't even know.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won.
Nah. What'd you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations.
That's legendary.
Yo, what's good, man? I want to make sure I can look at the comments today. Make sure I ain't missing nothing, man. This is your boy Peanut, man, a.k.a. Dash Resource, man, the capitalist. This is Self Stocks Not Dope every Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m.-ish, man. I am an hour late, man. It ain't my fault, okay? I am a battle rap enthusiast. It was a really dope event going on. I had to watch it. Your boy was busy today, man. Let me tell you what all I did. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, right? I went to the event with the mayor. I got pictures with the mayor today. The mayor saw me. He was like, Peanuts, we got to do another interview. So it wasn't like I ain't been BSing all day, y'all. I have not been BSing all day. Left from there, went to the Uncle Booth event down at Toxic Brewery. A really dope time. My brother, Telefero Sebastian, bro, we had a great time, man. We threw back 100 shots today, and look at me. Normal, right? So this is Self Stocks Not Dope every Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m., man. This is sponsored by t-shirtkings247.com, therealflyerqueen.com. Also, what we're building inside the metaverse. I know you guys are tired of hearing about the metaverse, but you're going to hear about it later on from other people. So you might well listen to me when it comes to that. Today's information is going to be about something pertinent. I promise you, if you are listening to this right now, get you a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, or use blood if you have to. Write this down immediately, man. I'm going to give you some of the top stocks when it comes to weed stocks that you should be buying right now, because basically the federal government are voting on marijuana stocks as we speak. Before, I was heavy in Hexo. Hexo is a marijuana stock based out of Canada. The reason why I love this stock is based off the simple fact of they already have ties to the United States. Other stocks that are from other places are going to have to make these roads. Hexo have already paved. Hexo is my diamond in the rough. I already made money off Hexo. I made good money off Hexo. And now I'm in the next frontier of making money. That's why you should get my book on Amazon for free. It's called Dash Resource 5-Step Beginner's Edition. I've already made money on this stock, and I'm in my next wave of making money off the stock. What does that mean? That means I've already put my money in, and I've already made my money back. Then I've already made money on it again, and the money that's still riding is what I have made money off of. And that is a way and a strategy I teach you in my book. Literally, it's for free on Amazon. But let's get into the shits. And I don't mind cussing today, because today is something y'all need to understand. Today, man, shout out to Jeffrey Mims. Shout out to the big bro, man, Amaha Selassie. Shout out to my big brother, Marlon Shackelford. And also, shout out to my future guest that will be on the Legendary People podcast, which is the legendary Bing Davis. I got a legendary time of talking with them, kicking with them today. We also took a picture. All that, man, that's going to be on my Instagram. Look it up, man. Follow me on Instagram at @pdashes. But let's talk about some of the top weed stocks in the world. So you guys can't see this because I'm just going to read it out to y'all today. Today is going to be a day where we doing like how we used to do back in the day, man. I want some of the comments. I want you to ask me some of the questions inside the comment section while I'm sitting here doing this, because I want to make sure I hit every point on why you should be in the market. If you are watching this video and you are feeling, man, I don't know where I should start, what I should do, this is the time for you to ask a question so I can get you started, because this is the time for you to miss. There's not a time for you to miss the easiest part of you making money in the market. So let's look at the top. Let's look at the top cannabis stocks. I'm glad y'all can't see this because my spelling is horrible today. No, I spelled it right. All right, boom. So let's go through some of the top marijuana stocks. One of the top ones is Canopy Group Corp. You also have Tilray. Tilray is another one I've already said before because they actually invested in Hexo. So you can be doing doubling down. You can buy Tilray and also you can buy Hexo. Another one is Crasco Labs. You have Aurora Cannabis. You have Truly Levy. I'll spell it Trulieve Cannabis. You have Curaleaf. I've seen that before. You got Kronos Group, which was my first stock I ever bought was Kronos Group, and I made $50 turning to $5,000. This is not telling you to go buy this. I'm just telling you how I make money to get started. You got Innovative Industries. You got Organigram, which is Organigram. You have Green Thumb Industries. You have Village Farms International. You have ALTRIA, which is another one I've already heard about. Sundial Growers is a very, very cheap stock to buy. It's a very, very hot title that people buy all the time. You have Scott's Miracle Grow. And a lot of y'all going to say, how is Scott's Miracle Grow a cannabis stock? Scott's Miracle Grow is fertilizer, right? So for weed to be produced, think about what you need to buy to make a flower grow or a weed stock grow, right? They need fertilizer. So as I told you before in my first book, if you are looking at buying something, buy the railroad, not the train. I would say buy fertilizer, man. If you don't want to buy a weed stock, at least buy fertilizer. Like if you're thinking of, okay, I don't want to buy a oil stock or gas stock, well, buy electric vehicle. Look at the alternative. Look at the better alternative is what I always say, right? So Scott's Miracle Grow is a very good stock that you can buy. You have Constellation Brands. You have Alfrea, which is a very hot one on the topic of the street, which also they are just basically a company that also tells you about stocks as well. So I don't know why they put that as a weed stock. And again, they have my favorite stock, which is Hexo at this point. And you have other ones on the stratosphere. But understand this, man. I want y'all guys to not miss this next turnover when it comes to making money within the market. A lot of times we get caught up in these things where we think that we know everything, and there's no reason for us to try to learn from other things. But I'm telling you, what's good? So what apps do I use to invest in? My bad. Let me make sure you get there. So I use multiple apps because, like I said before, once you get to 20,000, you can day trade without restrictions, right? So if you're not at that point yet, then you should space it out. So you can have Webull, you can have Robinhood, you can have Cash App, you can have TD Ameritrade. But I personally trade with Webull. I started my son account in there. I have a Robinhood account for myself. I also have TD Ameritrade that I handle for my long-term trades. What's up, Pete? Hey, what's good, Tasia? How did you like that event today? That was right. You always got to think outside the box, Jerry. You always have to think outside the box because being a creative investor, you have to just look forward. Don't look at, like, for instance, if we're going to talk about the future of the league, you can't look at LeBron. Yes, LeBron will be a good person to look at and say, okay, this, that, third. But the league will not be the next LeBron. It's going to be the next player that you see is going to be next. Like, you be looking at the Ja Morants. You're not going to keep looking for next LeBron. You look for where the league is headed, right? So look like that. What apps has these weed stocks? Every single one of them. You can get your Cash App right now and go, well, you can't buy Hex on there, but you can definitely buy Tilray on Cash App right now. Nobody needs to do that. Thank you. Yeah, do not look for the next LeBron in this market. Look for what's next. LeBron is oil. LeBron is that still last portion of the old school game. Look at when Shaq left the league. They didn't go get another Shaq. It wasn't another Shaq coming. When LeBron leave, it ain't another LeBron coming. It's going to be the Ja Morants of the world. It's going to be the next, you feel me? It's going to be small ball. So start looking like that. People are going to start downsizing. People want something that's going to be sustainable. LeBron was the Apples of the world forever, right? So I don't want y'all to be on top of this. Another thing that I'm going to talk about later on is, man, I talk stocks all the time, but I can't stay here. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stay here. We about to start moving into the metaverse. We're going to start moving into some of the cryptocurrency, stuff like that. Shout out to blackcryptonews.com, which I'm a part shareholder in. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to know, you know what I mean? You like start moving into that as well. I love stocks. Stocks are home. But now with Biden doing the regulations for crypto, then they're kind of getting closer to where it's safer to invest in crypto. Like Amazon or Google doing the 20-for-1 split, the better check your YouTube for that, for sure. So I said it before, right, that this is the same thing we seen when it came to Apple. Apple was one of my biggest plays I ever made was when they did their split. A split for people that's sitting at home watching is basically where, okay, let's say you are an owner of a pizza shop, right? And you have pizzas and your pizzas are starting to get overpriced because you putting too much meat on there, pause, right? And you're putting too much meat on there, but you still want little people to be able to get a chance to buy it. You'll start selling half the pizza, right? So that's what happened. They split the pizza in half and they're selling it for a discount price, but it's still the same price because they split it in half, right? So instead of you having to buy the full pizza, you can buy half the pizza. It's a 4-1 split. So instead of the whole pizza, you can buy a fourth of the pizza and still get in the game. That's what that split was. Shout out to my man Jerry, man. And make sure you guys check out his YouTube page where he talks about Marvel Universe and things of that nature. Hall Preasy Universe, man. Shout out to him, man. Like that's definitely the bro. Please, man, keep the questions going, man. Like, I want this like old school. Remember back in the day when I was in the corner of my apartment and everybody just asked me questions and I answered them? I want to go back to that same old feel. Cause y'all treat me different now that, you feel me, I done leveled up or something. Like, nah, like, I'm still y'all bro. I'm still on my way. It's still love. I'm still trying to teach y'all. I'm still bringing y'all with me. I could have just got fake and it's like, not make a channel, right? Not keep the channel going, just keep going, right? And also be a capitalist, not a victim, man. Get some merch, man. Holla at your boy, man. I make them by hand, man. It's so much stuff we got going on. So yesterday I was featured on a podcast, which was my dog, man, Daniel T. And he asked me a bunch of questions like this stock or this stock, this stock or this stock, or this stock or this stock. And I love that. So if you guys are thinking about should I buy this or buy that, ask me and I'll answer right now in the comment section. Just type it in and I'll answer live. Absolutely. Jerry, man, come on, man. Go DM me, my guy. You my bro, man. You know what I mean? And you in Florida, King. I got you. You in Florida, King. That's a bar. I take a shot. So anyway, let's talk about metaverse then, since nobody else wanna ask, they wanna ask no questions, right? So metaverse is something I am finally immersed in. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I love metaverse. I like metaverse more than some of my family members, man. And I'm telling you, this is going to be Web 3.0. If you guys love the internet, you on the internet right now? You on the internet? Would I behoove you to tell you I've already done a podcast in the metaverse? I'm in there as an actual character with my bro Smed and another person. And we did a full podcast, man, where we interviewed each other and talked. Not to mention I got interviewed in the real world. Shout out to I Speak You Listen podcast. They interviewed me recently. And I just recently said about my bro on Danger Fitness is my man Daniel T. I know you dropped the key. I know you dropped the keys a billion times. How do I get started in a trade game where I can profit from it? Okay. So the main thing I tell you is this simple thing, right? Is to buy what you already buy, right? So, for instance, take your minds and think about yourself as an investor rather than just a customer, right? Like, if you go inside Kroger's, imagine if you walk in Kroger's and you own a share of it. Imagine when you go buy gas at Shell gas station and you own a share of it. Imagine you go buy a pair of Nikes and you own a share of it. I remember this one time I was not mad when I broke my phone. Now, if anybody who been following me for this long time, before I became this person teaching about stocks, you will see I was the worst person when it came to keeping hold of my cell phone. I don't know what my cell phone is right now. I swear to God I don't. I can't, because I had notes on there to like talk to y'all. This is a freestyle. That's why I'm like, yo, let's talk. One day I was going to my car and I dropped my phone and it cracked and it broke into a million pieces. And I wasn't mad about it. It was an iPhone. Because I was like, I'm just going to use my Robinhood card and go buy another phone. Because I know that the fact is that later on, when it comes to them getting earnings, there's going to be another sale in that department that's going to boost what I'm already buying and what I'm already invested in. Think when it comes to that. So when you go to your gas station and go buy gas, and gas is so crazy, this and third, at least you invested in it. Don't be a person that's going to go buy gas at Shell and you don't own part of it. So most importantly, purchasing shares of things that you accustomed to always using. Absolutely, because that's going to sustain them. Like, that is like, you heard the term support black business. Support your own business. Support what you already have to use in your everyday life, right? Like, if you are a capitalist like me, be a capitalist, not a victim. Buy the things you already intrinsically buy. If you are going to Kroger's to buy your groceries, why not own a share of it? If you got Nikes on your feet, why not own shares of it? Why are we always thinking and being taught to just be victims and just be the victims of that? Because once you own something, because I'll tell you this right again, if you do not believe me, report my page for me having the name Peanut. Report me for having the name Peanut, because I've already went through this with Facebook. And I told them, I will sell my shares of Facebook, now it's now Metaverse, if you make me turn my name to my real name. They asked me to submit my ID and all this wild stuff. I said, no, I'm a public figure. People know me as Peanut, and I own shares in your company. If you make me change my name, I'm going to sell my shares. And they left me alone. Like, that's the point I'm trying to make. Be a capitalist, not a victim. You know what I mean? Next question, please, y'all. Like, keep it going. We in here. You can ask me, like, what was my biggest investment? Like, what was the biggest turnover? Like, anything. What was my biggest loss? I think the issue we have as black people, we have trouble with this. It's because we assume you need $1 billion to get started. No. Listen. And the 4 books that I'm about to mention, they mention the same exact thing, right? Right. You have Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Read this book. You can read this book called The Richest Man in Babylon. You can read the book called Think and Grow Rich. You can read my book called Dash Resource 5-Step Beginner's Edition. All you need to start off with is 10%. 10% is subjective, right? So if I'll say to the layman's person, to start off investing, start with what you can start with. But I suggest you start with $100. Do not take your last to invest, because stock market is this. Who can hold their breath the longest is what I used to give, like the analogy of what I used to say, right? Because if I put in $20 and I got $1 million and you put $20 in and that's your last $20, that stock is going to go to $19 and you're going to be wanting to get that $19 out because you know what it can do for you, rather than somebody that can sustain you feel me, not a loss, because I don't think it's a loss. It's a waiting period. Because if you look at the stock market is just like gas prices. It has never been cheaper than your parents got it. That what I mean by inflation. The stock market is going to continue to roll forward, because that is exactly what we use as our talisman as U.S. citizens on why we are better than other places and other nations. That's what our government uses. Say our stock market is up and other place crashes when you have the beef with Russia. The very first thing they said was the Russian ruble crashed, which is their dollar. Right. So let me get to the comment section. Let's go. You my mentor. Salute, Jerry. I'll sell my shares. Them buddies dip. Man, listen. Do not sell when they dip, man. You buy more, man. Like, listen, man. We're the only place, and when it comes to investing, where we get weird like that. Like, you can go to the very first gas station, and the gas station that you go to close to your house will be $20 a share, right? You drive to the next spot, and it's $19 a share. You can say, wait a minute, I can put some more in my tank. Or you go to the next spot, and it's $10. You're going to buy some more. Why we don't think that same way when it comes to stocks? All right, so can you post those? Because I like to purchase them ASAP. Let me make sure. I cannot remember what you was talking about, bro, but I'm pretty sure we're talking about just stocks that we already readily purchase. And if you don't know, I have a hoodie right now that shows you stocks we readily purchase. We got Coca-Cola, Apple, PayPal, IBM, T-Mobile, Airbnb, Lilly, iHeartMedia, Skype, and Tesla, man. Well, we ain't bought Tesla yet, so make sure I get all these comments. Here we go. Boom. And your book is for free. Dash resources available on all major platforms. Salute, King. For sure. Dash resources available on Kindle and on Amazon. For sure. Welcome back. Or have I been missing out? Nah, Patricia, you haven't missing out. I do sell stocks not dope every Sunday, but it's not your fault that you ain't subscribed to my YouTube page. Hell yeah, it's your damn fault. Nah, it's all a shock of love, man. It's all good. Nah, no, it's not your fault, really. It's the algorithms. The algorithms taking me out of y'all heart sometimes, because if I don't post nothing that you like, then they'll take me out your algorithms. It's not your fault. No, I mean, how Facebook backed off of you when you threatened to leave. That's a good point, but I didn't leave. You know what I'm saying? We got shadow bans out here. Oh, okay, so this is the name of the book. I'm going to type it in the thing. But, I mean, look, literally, I'm not going to be funny. Just go to Google. I swear to God, just go to Google and type in Dash Resource. My book literally pops right up. And I'm being careful because Community Center just popped up in here. I don't know how that happens while you're on live. If you guys ever need help, just go to my tagged page. No, go to my pinned post on my main page, and you will see the link tree that'll set you right up. It literally, like, I have a video, I have the book for free, and I literally show you exactly how to get started, man. Get started, man. Get started. The hardest thing to do is to get started with anything that you are thinking about doing, man. Like, even in your own world. I remember your first day at work. Your very first day at work, and you already got training or this and that third, but the hardest thing you had to do was start the very first time. The first time you had to go do a job, you was, feel me, like you was doing stuff and it wasn't working for real. And then you got somebody behind you to teach you, like, nah, hold it this way. If you need my help with that, man, DM me, man. We get you set up for a full consultation. I'll help you get started up for sure. My bad, y'all. It's been a long day. For sure, chocolate. You know what I mean? Shout out to Patricia, man. And matter of fact, salute to you and your sister, man. Like, y'all doing great things. You know what I mean? This sell stocks not dope, man. Y'all know I don't like to keep y'all long, man, for real, because, you know, I know y'all got a lot of things going on, especially on Sundays. I know football ain't going on, so I could do an hour, but we ain't gonna do that today. We're gonna keep it short and sweet. This sell stocks not dope. We're here every Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m.-ish. I'm late today because of battle rap. Y'all know I love battle rap. I actually posted something on the Legendary People podcast where I did a dual thing, man. I'm trying new things. If you guys need help when it comes to getting started, we can do a consultation, man. DM me, man. We can get you set up. I promise you it ain't gonna cost you an arm and a leg. It's only gonna cost you an arm and a leg for not doing it. I love y'all, man. Self stocks not dope every Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m. Be a capitalist, not a victim. It's lit for y'all, man. Love y'all.